Hello folks, Double Tap here and welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing a Sauvignon Grundy Gold Cabernet Sauvignon Blanc. Yeah, okay, so it's a 7-day wine kit basically. I think Sauvignon Grundy do a few different ones. They've got the basic one, then that's my phone going. Then they've got a country one. Do you know what? I don't know if to start the video again. Right, they've got the basic one, they've got the country one, they've got the gold one, and then I think it's a platinum one. We're obviously doing the gold one today. So Sauvignon Grundy Sauvignon Blanc style makes 30 bottles, 22.5 litres, and it's ready in 7 days. Start on a Monday, drunk by Sunday. So, okay, let's have a look what we've got. I'll open the box in a minute. I've also got this Wilco concentrate, which is for white wines. It said it offers the fruit winemaker additional body, smoothness, extra acidity, provides an ideal source of yeast nutrients and grape sugars, and it's produced from Italian grapes. I think this cost about £3, something like that, from Wilco. And because we're doing it like a white wine, I thought we might as well use this as well. So we've also got 3 kilos of granulated sugar. Let's have a look what we've got in here. Now, I got this in one of my little deals that I do. Basically online bidding on a website that you can probably guess anyway, but I'm not plugging them. This one cost me £12, so quite a good bargain that, because I think they go for around 25, something like that. Right then, white grape concentrate in there. We've got a bag of Sauvignon Blanc wine compound. There we go. So let's get this box out in a minute. Got a little packet here. So let's get this open. Have a look what we've got. Let's put that in the box. Right. So we've got a bag of Finingsby Kisosa. I'm going to put them over there. We've got our wine yeast. We've got 2 Finings A, which is Kisosa, which is like that pearlescent stuff that you get. We've also got a stabiliser, which is a preservative, and there's 2 E numbers in that apparently. And we've got a yeast nutrient, which is like it turbocharges the yeast put in there. It's like having vitamins yourself. That's what it does for it. So I think it speeds up the process as well. So got some instructions. Let's have a look. Right, Sauvignon Grundy instructions for 22.5 wine kit, 30 bottles. Make sure your equipment is cleaned and everything. I was doing loads of home brewing yesterday and sanitised and star sand everything. All my stuff's over here. I'll be doing it in this fermenter, which is our original Wilco fermenter. This is the first one I ever brought. So pour 5 litres, 9 pints of boiling water into the fermenter, add the sugar, which it says 3.3 kilos. What I've noticed with these Sauvignon Grundy wine kits is it's different ingredients and different amounts of sugar depending on what wine kit you do, so make sure that you've got all the stuff before you start it. So add 3 kilos of white sugar for white and rosés. Add 4 kilos for red wines. Okay, so it's telling us all that. Once dissolved, add the large bottle of concentrate. Do not add the specialty concentrate wine compound at this stage. Then rinse out the remains, top up to 22.5 litres, then add the yeasts. Stir until it's all done. Okay, and the temperature should be between 24 and 30 degrees when we're doing all this. 5 days to ferment, I reckon. Fermentation will take several more days to complete at lower temperatures, but will produce a better quality wine. Yeah, okay then. So I think first things first, this has got, you might have noticed it's got liquid in it. Always, even though I sanitise stuff, always still put a bit more star san in, give it a swish around, then empty it out and carry on brewing. I'm going to get the 5 litres of hot water in here and then we'll take it from there, folks. Right then, I've moved the camera because we've now got our water in here, so we're going to open up our sugar. Now, just be careful when you're doing this because it's boiling water and we don't want any splashback off this. So, 3 kilos because it's a Sauvignon Blanc is what the recipe calls for. There we go. And last one, and this sugar only cost me 45p a kilo, which was quite good. Right, let's get all of this mixed in. Should be quite quick in all fairness because there's that much hot water in here, and what you're looking for is that granular feel to be gone on the bottom of your mixer or your spoon. And there goes my phone again. I did move it out of the way from the camera so it weren't that loud, but of course whenever you're doing stuff and recording it, it's all gonna happen. So there we go. Right, that is totally dissolved in, so we're going to stick in next this little bad boy. I'm just going to break the seal on it. Let's have a little smell. Smells quite fruity, that does. So in she pops. Oh. Getting a bit of splash back there. Let's go a bit gentler. There we go. Right, straight off the bat, as you can see, that's still dark. Sorry about the camera angles. There's not much I can do about that. So I've filled it a quarter of the way with water, giving that proper good shake because I want the lot out of there. There we go, and that is nice and clear now, as you can see. Can I get it? There we go. I'm just doing it so you can hopefully see what I'm talking about. Let's give this a good mix in. Tell you what, I'm proper splashing this everywhere today. Bloody thing. Right then. Okay, so now I'm going to go for the concentrate. Okay. And I'm going to do exactly the same that I did with the other one. Bit of water. Give it a little mix. And job's a good one. Okay. That's nice and clear as well. Lovely. Jubbly. Going to give that a loving stir. Right, I think what I'll do next is I'm going to carry on stirring this for a few minutes. I'm going to put in and top it up to the 23.5 litre mark, and then we're going to take it from there. Right then, that's nicely filled to just over 23.5 litres, so we're going to have enough for the 30 bottles of wine. Our temperature is 26-28 degrees, and it did say between 24 and 30 degrees, so I'm pretty happy with that. What we need to do now is take a hydrometer reading, I think. Come on. Now, sterilised all of this like yesterday, so it's all nice and clean. Let's pop that in there like so. Come on baby, fill up. There we go. Right, that's looking pretty good. So I'm going to let that rest for a while. I won't put the hydrometer reading up on the screen. I'll tell you what it is closer to the end of the video. So what I want to do now is I'm going to move the camera just to give you a little look at what this now looks like. Try my best not to go too fast, and it is as light as it is dark, if you get what I mean. It's got like that deep darkness to it, but I'll show you what it looks like in the trial jar, because it doesn't look all that dark, if you can see what I mean. I know the light isn't fantastic in here, but yeah, it's going to be, I think, a bit in a medium type of wine. But anyway, oh, hold on, losing my stirrer. So where's my other stuff? There you are. Right, we've got the yeast nutrients, so that's that one. I want to get this in first because I want to give it a good stir, and it's basically a white powder, but because we're doing such a large amount, looks like a very good amount of this. Okay, that is the lot. I'm going to give that a proper good stirring so it mixes throughout this whole batch. Okay, I'm not going too mad with it because you might have noticed the water line rises as you stir it. But getting the spoon right at the bottom to get all of that lot mixed in. Slow it down a touch. That's the good thing about these with the holes in them. As it's, because you're putting it in, it will still be flowing through it, but it slows it down a hell of a lot, and I like it for the mixing I do. I have got the thick spoons and they're good as well, but I've got to be honest, I do prefer that type. So we've got our wine yeast. There we go. Smells alright then. So let's get this in. See, now I do have my own wine yeast compounds, which I use for the cherry wine and the blackcurrant wine, but because we've got that nutrient that comes with this kit, I'm not going to bother with that. Just going to stir this in a bit. What you've got to watch with stirring in these yeasts, you'll get a higher rim of it sat above the actual beer, wine, whatever it is you're doing, which is a bit of a waste of yeast if you ask me. So I like to make sure all of mine is going in there and it ain't sat on that rim. Right, that is gone in there very nicely. We'll give my hands a quick rinse. Where's my towel? There it is. Okay. Now, I'll show you this again. It's going to look very bitter because you've got that compound as well as the yeast all floating around in there now. Don't worry about it. I'm not bothered about it whatsoever. Once it's fermented out and we've put the finings in and done all the rest that we have to do, it's all going to sink all the way to the bottom anyway, so don't worry about it, folks. And as you can see, that's what we're now looking at. But like I say, don't worry about stuff like that. It's all part and parcel of the home brewing experience. Right then, all we've got to do now is my star san still in there. I put some star san in here before I started doing the actual video, and of course it's all leaked out or gone somewhere because I put the bloody thing on its side and obviously lost a load of liquid, but that'll do us. Let's bung that in there and get all that sealed up. Lovely jubbly. So that is that for this one, folks. Let's check our hydrometer while we're here. So let's have a look. That was our Solomon Grundy Sauvignon Blanc and my phone. Why? I'm going to leave it 5 days to a week and check the fermentation, see how it's going, all that type of good stuff. There'll be other little videos that I'll be doing where we're adding the finings, etc, etc. But that is it for this one, folks, so I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you'll come back to see how this one turns out. I personally think it's going to be a good one. So if you enjoyed it, don't forget to give us a like, subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and I'll catch you in the next episode. I'm Double Tap and bye for now.